We can do that. Welcome to episode 1. Hello, I'm
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris.
and I'm Mel.
We are Loony World. Loony World podcast. We're trying to, I don't know, what are we trying to do?
Talk shit.
Figure out what the hell we're doing. All right, we'll be honest with you, we have no clue what we're doing. I mean, like, I've been injured. That was just how the dog come up. Sorry.
Yes, he was injured.
Yes, this is like our third take at this episode 1. So we're like, screw it. If we screw up, we screw up. And we want to see in a year what we look like how much we've evolved because we're taking this serious. And like I personally, I'm not sure about my lovely wife. Oh yeah, we're married.
Ching.
We don't like each other, but we're married.
We are married. Happily,
Yeah.
annoyingly, lovingly
Lovingly.
married.
Yes. So, me personally, I think we were just pushed towards this.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like we've come to a phase where we want to share our story. Like I'm sure not everyone wants to hear our story.
Everybody's got a story, man. Oh, these two idiots.
But we're hoping that it sheds some light to other people and it comes across as relatable.
I think words I would use is, from my side of it, is everything in life is just a segment of moments, just a collection of moments. And if we can have a story or have a conversation that can give someone a good moment, just a moment, that might drive them to be inspired to have more moments like that and be more positive and be more upbeat. Because I don't know, off the top of my head, like an example I think of is the old surgeons. They got good at doing surgery by knowing how to break it. They had to break it to learn how to fix it. Well, I'm broken. I'm broken and have been broken in every way, shape, or form possible, mentally imaginable. And I survived it 100%. I'm not a victim. I won't be a victim, but I'm not angry either. I accept life for what it is, man. And through all the ups and through all the downs, man, if I can give someone just a couple moments of peace, that's all I care about, man. I got tired in my last job. You know, I've done being a bouncer on and off, 30 years. And in the last 6 months, I got tired of being there at the very end of the night. When you're broken, when you're hurt, when you're crying, when you've lost your job, or when you're depressed, or when you're suicidal, or when you're an alcoholic, or when you're too high on the wrong drug you didn't know you were taking. People are only there because no one ever educates them anymore. Yeah, and I figure I've been through enough shit or done enough stupid shit. But if I can educate people on how to better their lives just a tiny bit, doesn't mean I know everything. Fuck. I'm an idiot, man. I have screwed up everything in my life I could possibly screw up. And never did I wake up wanting to. Did you?
Yeah.
You woke up in the morning wanting to screw up?
Oh no.
The point is, I'm Chris.
I'm Mel.
This is the Loony World podcast.
And we're married. Just to give you a heads up.
Okay.
He's sort of like me. He's more of don't ask. What we like to say is don't ask the question you don't want the answer to.
That's my motto of life.
Where I'm more of a, if you're not listening to me the first time, I don't have time for you. I'm more cutthroat.
Yeah, you are. You are way harsher than I am. But I'm meaner than you.
Yeah.
But I've seen you make your staff cry.
Not cry. The main reason why we did this was, my husband is so good at advices.
Like, I was going back to work and my dog, we were trying to, because she's a recovery dog. She was a fighting dog. She was mistreated, put in the wrong worlds. We'll put a picture up of her.
She was bred to
She's a
fight.
fight dog.
Yeah.
Well, was. She's a pacifist now. Yeah, just one day I was taking her up to dog park. She got into a disagreement. I'll get into that,
The story is actually quite funny.
Yeah, if you don't wind up crippled in it. I'm sure it's a great fucking story. Yeah, anyway, I personally just want to do this. I enjoy being around Mel. If we can make this into something where I can be around Mel more, that's good, because we've spent the last, 4 years? Probably. Maybe an hour of awake time together a day, if that. There was a while when we only had like 15 minutes a day. So we lived by the rule at the time, man. If you only got 15 minutes, just make sure when your partner goes away for the rest of the day, they know that they were loved for that 15 minutes. That's the way we looked at it, eh? Well, I did.
Yeah. We actually started to, what is it? Live to work?
Yeah, that. It's amazing how many epiphanies you have about work when you're away from work. Like,
It's hard when you're married to, like when two people that are married, they're both hard workers and have high work ethics. And then you only have so little time for each other.
you learn what the value of things are. Very much so. Especially like we're no sob situation.
Yeah.
We're not having the greatest time at the moment, only on one income, but yeah, it's you learn the value in like time with the dog,
Yeah.
time with your wife, time with your husband, time with your kids. Well, oh, my kids are always mad at me. But
Probably made it worse because I'm quite independent as well.
what's your name again?
Where I'm like, fuck him. I want some me time.
One day we're gonna have to tell him how the
How we met?
no. Oh no, I'll get in trouble for that one.
What? Hey, we can.
No,
That way we can shout out the person that actually got us together.
Oh yeah. Hey, someone messaged us. What are you allowed to say and not that? We've had long days. I was studying all day, and Mel's been at work all day.
We did mention, however, that this podcast was not going to be PC.
But we'll never disrespect. No,
Yeah, no.
We're not here to gaslight anyone. We're not here to put anybody down. We will, like, if all right, I'm on this going to put on. I'm sorry, babe, but I was waiting for this to be done. Our first podcast together. That way I could do one while you're at work. Start doing one while you're at work. And I want to do something on this P. Diddy thing. Because so many aspects, but it's not necessarily the P. Diddy. All right, we know he's guilty. The only thing I'm worried about at the moment is this. Lawyers are amazing. They repulse me, but amaze me at the same time. Like,
What's his name? Busby? The one that's...
he's on the prosecution side. Yeah, like, I get, like that. Anyway, we're not gonna discuss that right now.
Yeah, it's another topic
Yeah.
for another episode. I hope you actually liked some of the stuff that we did just mention before.
Well,
Like,
not that we mentioned that you
I don't
think
know.
that there's possibility that you might be interested in listening to us or talking with us.
Uh,
Because I want to do lives, man. Live communication's a lot easier than this. Like, talking to everyone. Like, there's so many things I want to tell people like that. Like, people who hear this, I know I'd like to get a message out to you.
I'm a bit different. I can talk for hours. like he'll tell me to shut up or to hurry up with the story because I drag my stories. And when I say drag, like people that tell stories go from A to B. I go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G with no gaps.
And for any of our American people that come on, shout out Homeland. The example of the way she tells the story is. So you want to go to Uncle Jed's place, eh? All right, well, you go down there, down Highway 69, to where you find that lightning strike tree there on the left. Now, that tree, that's a good 200-year-old. Yeah, them people, they own that land out there for good a couple of generations out there. They is, man, careful, they kind of weird. But you go down there, you go about 2.58 miles down that way, and then you go over down that holler. You got to be careful if you go over in the ride over there. Rainstorm wash that out. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to wind up wrecking your drivetrain. I'm telling you right now. That's pretty much how her stories go.
I just think every little thing for someone that does not know people in the story, you need to add context.
I find, but
obviously,
I think that's what makes us balance, sort of, or how I think we will balance on this is because my book that I failed constantly attempting to write.
It's just not the time.
I take out the names, dates, and places. Like all those details mean nothing. I only go on the facts. Boom, boom, boom. Whereas she tells you not only was what the bride and groom were wearing, but she'll tell you the bridesmaids' dress sizes and the shoe sizes and how one didn't do her toenails.
I just think that we both tell stories uniquely.
Yes.
Mr. Olympic rings. And I'm more of the alphabet. But it is what it is.
Well, before we sign off, and thank you for tolerating us, and what she means by the Olympic ring thing for me is, the Olympic rings, the circles. When I start a story, I'll start the story. I'll start around this circle, and then I'll tangent. But for some reason, in there, without any conscious thought about it, I will somehow,
back to the
before
first
we're
ring.
done, finish off each of those circles. Just doing it, and I'll finish each of those circles. And by the end, I'm like, have a good day. And people sometimes are mystified. Just like, look at me going.
It's either they get lost with your story or they get bored with mine.
Yeah. But they all keep coming back for more, which is interesting. But I'm Chris, and this is Mel, my wife.
Hello.
We are Loony World Podcast.
And before we sign off, please give us a like and hopefully subscribe if you find this interesting. But yeah, comment down below what you want to hear from us in the next episode, and maybe we might bring it up, or we'll have something about it.
And if you know me and you want to, if I know you and you want to ask a question, give me a name you want me to put it under in the conversation. We aren't here to embarrass people, call people out. But we are here to give some advice if we can, here and there.
Just don't ask a question that you don't want the answer
That's the number one rule. And always remember, just breathe.
to. Anyways, I'm Mel.
How are we going to introduce it? Oh!
I just tried to introduce us. Anyways.
Which echo are you talking about?
There is no echo.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm
How
Mel.
are we gonna introduce us?
I'm trying to introduce us.
Sorry.
Just letting you know, this is the 5th take for
Is
the
it?
intro. Yeah. Actually,
All right,
I didn't
ready,
even
ready.
know what take this is.
Take 5.
Take 6.
Take 6.
I'm Mel.
Should we look at the camera when we introduce ourselves?
I'm trying to introduce us.
C comes before M.
What? Go on, say it.
Age before beauty. There's a whole lot of reasons I should go first.
Thank you for watching.